Hi everyone, hello, my name's Alex Hilton. I'm a sophomore on the beach volleyball team here at Florida State University, and we are so excited because today we have Morgan Jones on the women's basketball team here, and we're just talking, getting to know each other a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. We're excited. How are you, Morgan?
I'm doing good. Feeling good this morning. Got practice later, but it's been a really good week.
Oh, that's
How you
awesome.
been?
Yeah, you guys are in 20 hours, yes?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, so today we're just gonna talk about everything that's been going on. Things are a little bit crazy right now,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to know, what has it been like so far on the ACC Advisory Committee? How did you find out about that, and what are your goals there?
Well, I didn't really find out about it. It just popped up in my email one day because I guess somebody nominated me or chose me to be on it out of nowhere. So I got the email. I called the people and they told me you've been selected. Somebody said that you would be a great candidate. I was like, oh, that's cool. So, yeah, once I figured it out, I called them and then we had a meeting already, talking about what we look for in the next commissioner. Um, so we're just having meetings like every now and then to trickle down to the final candidates, and then uh, they're going to choose one soon. So that's been pretty fun.
Okay, that's so awesome. So somebody, one of your teammates, or you don't know who nominated you to it?
No, I don't think it was my team. I feel like it was somebody. Maybe because we had a lot of Zoom calls this summer, and I've been involved in a lot, so I just feel like somebody just had to be watching, I guess, and really liked what I was doing. So I guess they just chose me. I don't know. I still to this day don't know who. But
That's awesome. So what is your role? Like, what are your goals there?
well, I'm one of the was it five student athletes? Yeah, five student athletes in the ACC. So our goal is to really just be a voice for student athletes because I think that's important as well. So, just sharing what I want or look for, and just talking about it in the meetings, and that in turn is going to help them choose the person.
That's awesome. That's so cool. That's awesome that you just have that opportunity and that you can just be a voice between students and the ACC. That's so cool. And I know you're also the chair of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee on SAC here at
Yeah,
Florida
with
State.
you.
Yes, vice chair, chair. It's been so cool working with you on that kind of stuff. I feel like we're really making a difference there. So that's been awesome. Um, Also, so can you take us into the Zoom call where you found out about Coach Sue and Coach Brooke and Coach Sue's single season leave of absence? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it started off as a normal Zoom call. Nobody nobody really know what to expect. We just thought like it was a regular, team call. But that's when Coach Sue finally told us that her mom was sick, and it's really hard to balance. Like, first of all, it's COVID, so it's hard to travel anyways, and everything is a risk. And no matter where you go to and from, it's a risk. So just her like having to maintain a whole team while her mother is battling cancer at the hospital in Seattle, Washington. It's impossible for her to do both because being a coach is so time consuming and you have to make a lot of sacrifices. But it's her mom. It's like family first. So the team is pretty understanding of it, and we have her back for anything. We sent her mom a care package last week. We all bought her a gift, so that was pretty cool. And we're just trying to keep her in good spirits. But Coach Brooke has done a great job already of stepping up. So we still feel pretty confident. But yeah, Coach is doing pretty good.
That's awesome. I love that you say family first. It really sounds like family first, yes, because it's her mom, but also like you guys really seem like a family, your team. I
Mhm.
know like we always talk about the culture of women's basketball too, like in other sports we're just like, oh, like you guys just seem so just like well connected. And I really, my thoughts go out to Coach Sue's mom, and I really hope she's well. And I hope you're also staying safe like during all this time.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We get tested every week, and once the season starts, it'll be 3 times a week. So you know, everybody just has to continue to take care of themselves and, you know, watch what they do and watch who they go around.
For sure, for sure. Speaking of family, I know so I just want to talk to you maybe about like the difficulties you guys face when last season when we kind of just this bomb got dropped on us that
Yeah.
I mean, I know for us, like it was just we were 3 weeks into season, we were really feeling it, and it just kind of like the rug got just taken out from under us. You want to talk like a little bit about last season and where you guys were going and how COVID affected that?
I feel like it affected every athlete in America, honestly. Because everybody was still like in season. Track and field was about to start up. You guys were about to start up. We were about to go to the tournament. Well, so we had a goal at the beginning of the season, you know, to go to the AC championship and go far in the NCAA tournament. So, you know, we made it to the ACC championship. We lost to NC State by 5 points, but you know, that was a well fought tournament, and we was going to carry that momentum, you know, into the NCAA tournament, and we were going to make a big run because you know we had so much more to give. We were playing our best basketball, so I feel like not even having that opportunity kind of sucked because it's like okay, we lost, but we want to shake back from it, you know, and it's like when COVID came, they were like, oh, we might not be having a tournament, or we might have a tournament, but there would just be no fans. So we're like, okay, that sucks, but at least we still get to play it, you know. And then we're in practice. We have a really good practice. We're feeling ready, you know. So then we have a meeting, and then they said that there's no more college basketball. No, the NBA canceled its season. So of course, college basketball has canceled the season. So we all knew it was coming. We just didn't want to. We just didn't want to believe it. But yeah, and then it was pretty much like all classes are online now. Go home. We're like, wow, like this is not even feel right. We still had was it two more months of school because it was March, and you know just told to go home, and you know everything started closing. I know where I live in Atlanta, everything was closed, and so it's like I couldn't work out. I just had to focus on school and just stay in the house, and it really just sucks because no gyms are open. I ended up making like a weight room in my house because I couldn't do it. I had like bought some weight sets about a bench and I just put it um, in a room in our house just to do something. So you know it sucked. And I bought a basketball goal. I tried to like I was so sick of staying in the house doing work. Like right now we should be playing.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, I remember so vividly, like same thing, we were at practice on Thursday. We heard USC wasn't flying to come play us, and we were like, oh, like they're
Yeah.
scared, making jokes about it. And then the next day it was like, no, season's canceled. I can't even imagine what that felt like for you guys, especially because you guys were so deep in it and it was like your best run, and it was oh my gosh. So coming into this year, how have you guys used those feelings to kind of like fuel you for this off season?
I mean, just being able to be back in the gym, you know, it feels great. Being able to practice, even though it's a lot different and the hours are different. And coach have to wear a mask, and we have to wear a mask. We kind of have to be isolated until we get on the court. You know, it's been different, but you know, it's been pretty great. Practice has been. This is our first week of practice. We've been on workouts, but first week of practice is going pretty well. You know, nobody's really everybody's returning this year besides Kaya, Nikki, and Naj. But you know, everybody that wasn't playing, you know, everybody just gets to step up, and I feel like we've been doing pretty good. We have 3 transfers. One is a grad transfer, and 2 are just regular transfers, and you know, they've been picking up pretty good. So I feel like you know this is a really special group, and you know I feel like this is a team where everybody can contribute every game, and I feel like everybody brings something special to the team. So, you know we're doing pretty good and just figuring out how to utilize all that.
Yeah, we're so excited to watch you guys.
No,
Yeah,
we're
for
excited to watch y'all.
sure. Appreciate that. So I guess maybe moving on to just like talking a little bit more about you and your just like you as a person, maybe just like step away from basketball for a second. How do you think COVID and this summer and this opportunity to kind of, I mean, if we look at it as an opportunity, um, to just like take a step back and reevaluate a lot of things, how do you think that COVID has helped you grow in a way?
Well, COVID really, took my mind off of basketball for a minute because, obviously we weren't able to play. So I kind of, saw the world a little differently with like everything. It's been a rough year with all the police brutality and all the riots and protests. And, it really just opened my eyes to reality because, everybody was taking a break from their regular lives and saw what was really happening in the world.
Yeah.
So that really opened my eyes. And, it's like, man, like, I got to do something. Like, I have this voice, I have this platform. Like, why not use it to, encourage people to vote, maybe, or encourage people to safely, peacefully protest and things like that, and just open people's eyes and educate people to what's actually happening in the world. Because, it's bigger than all of us. It's bigger than our jobs. It's bigger than our sport. It's honestly like reality. So, um, so that made me want to, like diversity and inclusion. That was an interest to me, and just planning things with SAC. I know you know about those, like just planning events with SAC, just to just encourage everybody. I remember our open arms, open ears call. That was really amazing because I don't feel like nobody really got to see the student athlete side of the stories, and like with everything happening, like we're angrier than normal. So I feel like that was important, and a lot of people, like most of the teams here, are encouraged to vote now. Well, they're 100% registered to vote now. So I feel like the school has done a great job with that, and it's not just us; it's everybody. It's like most schools have been encouraging their players to vote. So I think that that's one good thing that came out of it, and really just social media is so powerful. I feel like a lot of people learn things from that too as well. So I just feel like everybody's done a great job of just saying, hey, this is going on, this is the problem, we need to vote. And I just feel like nobody's ever in my lifetime, nobody's ever like campaigned this hard for people to vote. So
Yes, for sure. Can I show you my mask really quickly? This is the
yeah,
mask I've
vote.
been
That's
wearing.
good. That's good. We all honestly we all need that.
Yes, for sure. No, I think definitely open arms, open ears. What our administration put on for us over the summer, like really showed us that they were taking steps to actually listen, I think, and it was really, I know, I was also touched in like the worst way by what was happening over the summer, and I also like took it upon myself to just try and be a voice, like you said, like use the platform. And I went and protested. Did you attend any protests over the summer?
Yeah, I attended three in Atlanta. Not the bad, not the one that ended up bad, but yeah, I attended a few in Atlanta. One in my county, Clayton County, and I attended two here in Tallahassee, most recently. So yeah, I'm just trying to just be out here and just fight for justice.
Yeah.
Just
Did
encourage.
your team and your coaches, were they supportive of those efforts?
Oh, most definitely. Coach, I know a lot of my friends at different schools, like they have coaches and administration that did not support them. Like they haven't said anything, but our coaching staff has been phenomenal. Coach Sue has done a great job because they all really care about us and they want to get to learn, and they have our backs with anything and everything. So I feel like our whole staff has done an amazing job. Just us knowing that they have our backs means the world because a lot of people, you know, a lot of other athletes are in the opposite situation. So
For sure. I can 100% agree with that. Our coaches were so just supportive of us, like asking us how we were doing with everything. I think it's really hard to, at least for me, it's really hard to prioritize certain things when the weight of the world just feels so
right,
heavy right now.
yeah, it's like
You know?
you want me to do schoolwork when my
Right.
mental health is affected by what's going on.
Exactly. And I think it's just nice to sometimes just to look around and understand that the people here are they really are like supporting us in that way. I think it's amazing. And I just love that we get to even have this conversation and talk about it and have this space to show everyone that this is something that matters to us as well, you know. So other than everything going on in the world, what else have you found some extra time for over break? Are you watching any shows? Did you get into any new hobbies?
Oh, of course. My favorite show right now is Lovecraft Country. It's on.
What is it?
It's called Lovecraft Country.
Okay.
It's on HBO. It's I don't even know how to describe it. Wait, is it HBO? No, I think it's Stars. Is it HBO? Yeah. I can't even describe it. So it's about this guy named Atticus. He comes back from a war to save his family, and it's like a whole bunch of magic, and it's based in the 60s, 1950s, 1960s in Chicago. But they just go on this journey to find these missing pieces, and then there's magic, and then there's people fighting, but it's actual like events that happen. Like the most recent episode, it was the burning of the Black Wall Street when it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when there was like a little Black Wall Street of Black people, Black businesses, and essentially people came and burned it down because they were angry. So that was huge, and people lost their lives, people lost their jobs, and it's even besides the magic part of the show, like it has actual like events that happen, and it's just great how they tie it in. The director is what's his name? His last name is Pill. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. He's the director of Us and Get Out.
Okay.
Jordan Peele, that's his name. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really good show. I love it, and I'm kind of sad the season finale's on Sunday, but it's a really good show. I'm a big American Horror Story fan.
Okay. No, that's interesting. I actually started a book club within our team to just like read books about the Black experience to try and educate ourselves. And we read Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And he actually speaks about in New York, I think Ground Zero is maybe what it's called, but he actually speaks about that. And that was the first time I ever heard about it. I felt that's a really good book if anybody's looking for one, but it's awesome. Did you start any new hobbies while you were unable to go to the gym?
Puzzles. We all just started doing puzzles as a family because, there's nothing else to do. So, we would all come down like by ourselves, whatever, do bits and pieces, and somebody else would come do it. And yeah, we finished. It took us a month to do one puzzle one time, but it was funny. And back to what we were talking about, I feel like, a lot of things we don't even learn about in school. We just learn about it through Twitter or, now it's like, why do we learn about 13 colonies and, Christopher Columbus and him like every year? Like, what is that? Like, there's more things that happen in the world.
For sure.
I'm kind of upset about it because it's like, wow, we learned about, was it World War I, World War II every year, the Great Depression, the Holocaust. And it's like, why can't we learn about Black history, like real Black history, not just Martin Luther King and things like that, like things that actually, I didn't even know about Black Wall Street until like this summer.
Yes. No, same. Absolutely. I think it's now it's like our responsibility. We must take it upon ourselves to like go seek that information. But I hope that in the future, because we're talking about it now, I hope that our future generations, like it'll be right there for them and we're not going to let anyone ignore it. For sure. So I think I want to, with everything we talked about, I want to ask you just to kind of like sum everything up. What if somebody asked you, like if like a 10-year-old asked you, what does the unconquered spirit or what does unconquered mean to you? How would you respond?
The unconquered spirit to me means, going above and beyond regardless of, things that may try to tear you down. We all feel discouraged sometimes, but just not letting that, stop us from achieving our goals or what we think our purpose in life is. Just to keep our eyes focused on the goal and not stopping until we reach it. For
sure. I think for beach volleyball, our motto for the fall is like, 1%, as in getting 1% better every day, but someone on our team brought it up that it doesn't have to be 1% better at volleyball every day, just like 1% better, you know, just as a person, just as something, just getting 1% better. I think that's exactly Unconquered Spirit is just about, like, falling down and then getting back up. Like, we don't have the time to sit around and feel sorry for ourselves right now.
We sure don't.
All right, well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to add for everyone?
No, vote. Make sure y'all vote November the 3rd.
Right here. Thank you so much, Morgan. It's been so nice to talk to you. And hopefully I'll see you soon. I hope you guys' season, I hope there's less bumps in the road for us as we move forward here.
Same to you.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.